What's it like being on media, clearly Israeli-biased media, they won't use the genocide word, in Britain and beyond? I mean, they've been repeating that hospitals are Hamas headquarters for years, and you're there politely explaining to them the reality. What's it like being in the chair?
Yeah, well, it's sometimes difficult to be polite under those circumstances. Before the last 2 years, I'd never done any media interviews at all. I've just been a surgeon working hard in Oxford, going out once or twice a year to Gaza and the West Bank. But these last 2 years, I've had multiple trips out to Gaza, and I have seen such appalling atrocities, such clear evidence of war crimes and genocide, that I felt an overriding duty and obligation, as indeed many other colleagues of mine who've seen similar things in Gaza. We felt this absolute duty to call it out and to speak out about it. And I think our media has been utterly shameful in the way they have failed to tell the truth about what is going on in Gaza. They have been presented with a huge amount of evidence by me and many other healthcare workers, photographic evidence, very detailed personal testimonies, and they have failed to portray it adequately. And they still, as you point out, continue to propagate the Israeli propaganda, such as Hamas using the hospitals' command centers, such as the Israeli military doing their best to protect civilians. These claims by the Israeli spokespeople have never presented any verifiable or credible evidence, and yet many of us have presented very clear evidence to our media, to our government, and they have shamefully refused, for whatever reason, to present this in an objective fashion. So I am appalled by their behaviour, and I think they need to be called out, because they claim this is a balanced view, and of course it is not. They need to move away from this idea that they have to be neutral. They need to present the truth as it is presented to them, and they have failed to do so.
I mean, you're a gastrointestinal surgeon, not a psychiatrist, but then what does that say about the minds of these people that are, you say, complicit? Some would say co-belligerent, since information is part of the war on the children that you were seeing on a daily basis when you were based in Gaza.
Yeah, I mean, I can't explain it. I think at the beginning, 2 years ago, they could have claimed ignorance, but they cannot claim that anymore. I think there's an element of cowardice, that the accusation of anti-Semitism has been terribly weaponized over the last 2 years, and there's a lot of cowardice about being accused of being anti-Semitic, but I do not believe that is a sufficient excuse. I think there is clearly huge pressure on them to avoid telling the truth. But I mean, the honest truth is, I don't understand it. I think it's utterly shameful, and I think they need to be called out.